Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the podcast Brush Time. And I will not be taking too long. I will tell right away, and that's I'm sure like why you clicked on this video. Today I will be reviewing the Simpson Wee Scot. First of all, it's known to be the smallest, the tiniest shave brush in the world, and that's why Simpson are proud of it. So let me show you right away. So that's a brush. Hopefully you will be able to see. It's 13 millimeters, that's a loft. And that's already brush after it was to use. Let me show you in comparison to my hand. That's how little it is. So it's quite tiny of a brush. So once you purchase this brush, it's gonna come in the regular Simpson packaging. So as you can see, like on the back, that would be Wee Scot. Same would be here on the side. So how it comes, regular box. It would be packaged in this paper. Underneath the paper, there is a quick manual how you are not supposed to use the brush. So if you ever purchase Simpson brushes, Simpson company does not recommend to break the bone and kind of like swirl it. They recommend mainly paint on your face. Yeah, so basically that's it. For me, I got this brush while I've been on a trip to London in the store of Taylor of Old Bond Street for £39. They have better deal in my opinion, because if you're gonna go on the official Simpsons website, you're gonna see the confirmation, like screenshot from their website somewhere here. They retail this brush for £52.30. So which is £39. It's already much better of a deal. And so yeah, so I purchased from Taylor of Old Bond Street. I'm gonna attach the picture of the happy moment. So yes, quickly about the specs. So this brush is quite tiny. So the knot size is 13 millimeters. So 13 millimeters. Loft height, so this part, is 38 millimeters. And the handle itself is 30 millimeters, so basically 3 centimeters. So total height is 68 millimeters, so slightly under 7 centimeters if we're in metric system. And yeah, so like what another special, so specifically this brush, it has kind of like hand signature of the Alexander Simpson and the Wee Scot. So as you can see, I will try. So you should be able to see that like handwriting. Yes, and so let's go straight to the review. I'm gonna test it with 3 different kind of soaps. So it's more liquid creams. I'm gonna use Proraso sensitive line for it. Then what we call croaps, which is something between hard soap and a cream. So cream soap, Croap, and the hard soap itself. So let's start with Proraso cream, and after I'm gonna do testing with all 3 kind of soaps, I will tell you my opinion, which I found in my case what would be best usage for this brush and who would benefit the most. I have dedicated bowl for lathering, but I found that for this small of a brush, and maybe like because not as small and gentle, so those parts, raised parts, which normally help you to whip, they're a little bit harsh on this brush, so it may lose the hair, or it's like it's not whipping enough. So I found that with this specific brush, it's better to use something like this, or if the edge is slightly raised, but not like actually poking out. So I'm gonna load in the bowl Proraso shave cream. While I'm doing it, I'm gonna share with you. So after I purchased this brush a couple of months ago, so I was super happy. So I came home, and it's normally like you've been recommended with a new brush, so you need to rinse it with just like warm soapy water to get rid of some like dust or something like this. And afterwards you can do the first cycle of kind of like palm lathering, so to help your brush to open up, since bristles are quite tight in a knot. And it's normal for some loose hair which wasn't glued when the knot was put in the handle come out during the first 5 to 10 shaves. So in my opinion, I think I got not lucky brush due to the fact that it was already 11th uses, and during this 11 uses I lost more than 100 hairs. For this knot and in general, that's a lot. Normally throughout like break-in period, you shouldn't lose more than 20 hairs in total, which it can be more at first, but then it shouldn't go in more than like occasionally after breaking done, more than 1 to 2 hairs. Weight of this brush is officially listed on the website is 19 grams, which I measured from my scale at home. It's 18 grams, not big of a difference, but the main thing, it's a very light brush. So my brush is already soaked for quite a long time, so let us remove. So you can see bristles opened up, so it has some water. So I normally tend to give it just a couple of shakes, and you can see like I loaded the Pro Rosso cream in the bowl, and I'm just gonna start lathering. So as you can see, it already whips it really fast, really good. Time to time, of course, it's good to add water, since due to small knot, this brush does not hold a lot of water. It holds a little bit, but not too much. So I'd say like after like 15 seconds of swirling, I would add this much of water. I think it should be enough for us, and it will pick up and build really good lather. Is it capable to make a lather? Absolutely. It is capable to make a lather. So after I'm gonna be done with this cream, then I'm gonna go into the Croap, and I'm gonna show you how it loads the soap on itself. So as you can see, we built it quite a bit of lather, so it holds some lather. Let me remove the lather from the brush. So that's how much lather it holds, and it's like really nice, this creamy, foamy, pasty condition. So it's basically empty in the moment. So let me quickly rinse it, and I will get back to you with the Croap. So testing soap number 2 for today, it would be Inferno from the Goodfellas Smile Italian brand. Let me show you how it looks inside. So that's the consistency. And let me grab the brush. I give it a rinse, so it is wet. And just like I go directly into the pack, and I will start load. As you can see, we already having some lather going on here. So I will swirl for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then we're gonna test with you how many loads we would be able to get. So let me quickly wet my face, and then we'll start lathering on the face. I think we're good. So then I'm gonna first paint. I don't know if camera caught it, but just a bunch of soap flew away. So now I will start building the lather. As you can see, it splays nice. Does it give you too much of a scrub? I don't think so, because first of all, Best Badger has softer tips, and due to the fact that it's very tiny knot of 13 millimeters, it doesn't have too much of a backbone. It has some, definitely for 13 millimeter one. So let's say we lather it number 1. Let me quickly wash it off, and I will go to lather number 2 from the same loads, right? So I just quickly rinse my face after lather, like load past number 1. So that's what we have. So let's go with the second time. So as you can see, for the second pass, it has less. It definitely still covers my face, but not as thick as the first layer. So let's just paint. So it depends on you, what kind of like how much of a lather would you like for your face in the second pass, and depends how many passes you do, because if you do just one pass, then it's great. And look, we did pass for pass number 2. I think it's good amount of the lather. So we still have some. So let me quickly rinse it off, and we're gonna go for the third pass. I'll rinse my face once again, and let's go with the pass number 3. So maybe I will apply tiny bit water on the brush. Here we go with the pass number 3. Honestly, it's quite amazing how such a tiny brush can still hold this much of a lather. But I will tell you, in my opinion, when at very first, when I just got it, it did not hold as much of a lather. It maybe held maximum for like pass to pass and a half. Again, we're all different, depends how much of soap cream you would like. So I would say this is pass number 3. It's already very thin for me. Personally, I like for it to be tiny bit more for the pass number 3 when you go against the grain or relather. But let's remove how much do we still have. So that's how much lather we still have. So theoretically I can scoop and apply it more on my face. So honestly, I would say for 2.5, maximum 3 passes, you can stretch it once it's broken in. Before it's broken in, no. But once it's broken in, you see it's possible and it creates good lather. And again, we'll load it for a little bit with a softer soap. So let me rinse it off, wash the brush, and we're gonna go with a hard soap to check how good it loads and lathers with a hard soap. For the hard soap, I chose Dr. Harris Windsor. So it's a triple milled hard soap. So for who doesn't know, triple milled, so it's a process in which soap gets extra concentrated, so air bubbles are being removed. So it's very tight, and then it should last very long time. So once again, I just rinse it so it's wet, and let's go directly into the pack. Let's swirl it for 10 to 15 minutes. And so it's already, as you can see, whips some lather. As you can see, this brush so far tiny but mighty. So we have already soap around. I think we're kind of good. So let me once again, I will quickly wet my face. And we're gonna go. So first, we're gonna paint. Okay, something about Dr. Harris Windsor. I love this scent. So, as you can see, I already went. Again, I'm not following what Simpson recommend, and I kind of I broke that backbone. So, with mixing with the painting. So, Dr. Harris soaps are quite thirsty, so I might even could be adding more water if I would choose, but for the first pass, I think it's already good. Same, I will wash it off. We're gonna go pass number 2. My face still wet, so let's go with the pass number 2. Let's start applying it. As you can see, it covers face really nice. Again, I cannot say that I have the biggest face, but for me it goes really good. So you see, once I broke it, so the splay is good. what is nice, due to the size, you can manipulate your around your face. So even like if you need to quickly under your nose, so you see very detailed work, and my whole face is not covered in a bunch of lather all over my face. So for pass number 2, look, I think we are lathered really nice. So again, and we'll check if we're gonna have for the pass number 3. Gave myself a quick rinse, and let's go with the pass number 3. I'm actually surprised that, look, pass number 3, yeah, it's already more thin of a layer, but still it goes quite well. And again, if you like more thin or more thick, so it all vary. I just share with you my experience. But look, pass number 3, let's squeeze what we have left. That's how much of lather we have left. So we can always put it on the brush and apply it directly on the face, or if you need to go over certain passes. So and that was our final test. So let me rinse it off, and we're gonna go to the final thoughts. So the final verdict for the Simpson Wee Scot. So who would enjoy and benefit from this brush? If you would like something very small, portable, for example, for travels, shaves on the go. If you would like some natural brush which will be drying really fast, again, due to very small size, it would be drying the fastest from all the natural hair brushes. In my opinion, fully dry this in a well-ventilated room 6 hours, and it's fully dry. Again, normally like after washing, I would give it a shake, then I would rub it on a dry towel gently, first in the upright position, and then just stand. So 6 hours it's done. Yes, unfortunately, in my experience, this brush is shedding, and I contacted Taylor of Old Bond Street. So next time when I will be in London, I will visit their stores. I will take a look on it, and if it's defective, most likely it's defective, they're gonna replace it. But I'm gonna give you an update of it. So I ended up returning my Wee Scot brush back to where I purchased in Taylor of Old Bond Street. It ended up being defective knot, since it was losing quite a bit of hair, and I ended up trading it for the also Simpson, but it's like case C1 brush. So it's a bit bigger knot and still travel friendly. So definitely I'm gonna give you a review on this one, so stay tuned. But so far, so if you have, so who would not like it? Someone who like a bigger brush, or someone who has bigger surface, someone who like to have more scrub. Again, due to tiny size, it doesn't have too much of a backbone to actually give you too much of exfoliation. So it gives very gentle exfoliation. And someone who would like to create maybe extra foamy lather, like very, very thick layer for 3 passes, then in this case, this brush will not work when you load it from somewhere. If you really like to make a lot of lather, in the case with the Pro Raso, when we whipped it in the bowl, if you add more, can it whip? Definitely, it absolutely can whip a really nice lather for you. But when you load, again, due to such a small size, such a small loft, it holds, let's say like 2-3 passes 100%. So it depends on your scenario. Normally I prefer, like when I shave, I go with a 3-pass shave if I have time. So is it my absolute favorite brush? I cannot say that it's like my absolute go everyday brush. But do I like it in my collection? Absolutely. First of all, because it's so small, tiny and cute. Second of all, it's very portable, quick dry time. And third thing, it has different design from other Simpson brushes with this engraving, kind of like handwriting of Alexander Simpson, owner who started the Simpson brush. So hopefully this review was useful to you, and please let me know in the comments if you would like to see something else or you have some specific brush in your mind. Please click like, thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and give me any afterthoughts. And if you would like to purchase, you liked it, go for it. It would be another thing like to your collection. Have a good day and stay smooth.